What is one thing that most Americans don't know about wanting to go play internationally?
You are not as good as you think you are. There's like a million of other people that are better than you. Go to Spain, to England, like do a 2 weeks like camp there, just to get yourself humble of how the level really is.
What made you want to do your FIFA agent license?
I knew I wanted to be a pro agent. I'm gonna take it, not only because the license, but because the connections are gonna make. I'm pretty much like to say I'm the bridge between like where you are and where you're gonna get using football, college to guarantee like those players are gonna have an education.
So you grew up in São Paulo. How is it to growing up there?
Growing up was mostly like street football. Then you 13, you 14, you start playing like the 7v7 and then field. I got an agent over there. I paid the guy 2.5, but for a really shitty service. But they throw me in Kansas. I remember I was playing right back. The guy is like comes to me like he's light tackling with the
Timberland boots?
Bro, he broke my ankle, bro.
What?
I was like, how this fucking work? I got scammed. I got my ankle broken.
Bro, that was God telling you to stop playing soccer.
Yeah, bro. I was like, bro, why are you trying? You know?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Rafael Espinoza. I'm here with my brother.
Miguel Espinoza.
And we have a cool guest with us today. We got Danilo. What's up, brother?
So, boy. Some mix.
Danilo, do you want to give a quick description of yourself for people who don't know who you are?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Danilo Camilo. I'm from Brazil. I was born and raised in São Paulo. I came here when I was around 18, 19. Played college, you know, everything that I could have done here in USA, like college-wise, like soccer-wise, I did. Pretty much play every league here. JUCO, NIA, NCAA. And thanks for that. Like today I run a business based on it. You know, I'm a college agent, FIFA agent as well. So that's the way I'm doing life now, you know.
That's awesome.
Pretty good thing, like to be working with football. Didn't have what it takes to be professional, but it's still like it's good to be in this environment, you know, work with those beautiful guys right here, etc. You know, it was a cool time, and glad we kept this connection. You know, glad to be here today. Thank you, guys.
Dude, happy to have you on, bro. So the way our podcast is formatted when we have a guest is that we go from the very beginning, and then you take us to your journey into where you're at now and how you got here. Right. And then we do a little bit of we get an update on what you're doing right now.
Okay.
So, and then during your journey, you can get as detailed as you want, as vague as you want. You can skip through years if you want. It's all completely up to you. We're here to kind of just navigate you through that.
Right.
Do you have any questions to start them off with, or should we just start from the beginning?
Let's start from the beginning.
All right.
All right, bro. So you grew up in São Paulo. How is it to growing up there?
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, it's good, you know, like it's kind of New York vibes, if you know what I mean.
Really?
You know, like the downtown, etc. You know, like
Dirty or
no. You can get, you know, but like the place I was born was not favelas, but it's like the suburbs of São Paulo, pretty much. Like the state was São Paulo, but the city was Guarulhos, which is pretty much close to São Paulo. And, you know, like, grow up, like, playing the street. Like, we don't have, like, those, academies and, you know, all this kind of stuff. Like, growing up, like, playing the street, playing pickups. And then when the age of 15, that's when, you know, we start, like, taking soccer, football, more serious, you know. It was a cool experience. Like, I can say that many people that grew up with me, they have the same luck I have. You know, I'm blessed to say that I am 1%. Because, you know, like, I see the guys that were there with me and they doing, like, all those wrong things. You know, or didn't like use the talent or like whatever God gifted them to be in a good place as it could be, you know. But what's cool, I feel like you grew up tough, you know what I mean? Like whenever you get here, not that things get easy, but it's easier to overcome the challenges when you grow up in Brazil, then you come here to USA.
Right.
Know?
So what was like a typical like day in the life of Danilo at 10 years old?
Okay, so wake up early, go to school, we'll come back rushing to like get dressed at home and like go play. And then like stay all day in the street, you know? Like stay in the street, like I remember me and my friends, like, I don't know how to say in English, like that thing like you put in the sky, the...
Frisbee? No.
No, the...
Kite?
Yeah.
The kite?
I think so.
That flies?
With the line, the flies.
Yeah, kite.
So all my friends, they would, like the afternoon, they would be like doing that, and then right after you'd play. But I didn't used to how say that?
Kite.
Yeah, I didn't use Tokai. So just be bugging there like, hey, come on, it's time, let's go, let's go, on a play, you know? And yeah, like, was pretty much like all day. Of course, at some point, like, everyone has the gaming phase, you know? So it'd be like playing GTA, you know, FIFA, this kind of stuff. But it was mostly football, to be honest, you know, all day.
And what was the atmosphere you at that age like? Was it like intense, or was it like is the level like super high, or is it kind of like varies? What is it?
It would vary, but one thing that was cool, I was always playing like with guys older than me. So like sometimes you go play pickup, like at 10 years old, there's a 15 years old playing, there's like a 18 years old playing. Sometimes there's a man 20 years old, 25 years old playing. And it's like I said, the same time it's good, but it's bad because in the same environment, like, you know, you see drugs, you see people doing wrong things. So it was kind of hard to navigate where, okay, like I'm playing, I'm doing the right thing, but at the same time you try to skip, like stay away from, you know, like the wrong things.
Right. And what was, give us like a visual, like what was the field you're playing on? What does it look like? What are the goals? What are the teams?
Oh, bro, like growing up was mostly like street football. So like kind of FIFA street, you know, and futsal. You know, I was big in futsal until I was like 12, 13 years old. And then over there we have those 7v7 courts. And it's like a transition, right? You play futsal. Then you 13, you 14, you start playing like the 7v7 and then field. You know, of course, some people like they already start on the field like right away. But for me, futsal was so easy because I had a futsal court right in front of my house.
Oh, wow.
So I was the one that would always tell the boys like, hey, like there's nobody there, let's go. Or like, hey, like let's play. Or just like by going out the gate and like see people are playing, I'll just walk up and go there. So it was very convenient, you know. But when I started playing fields, remember, like, was the suburbs of São Paulo. So no grass, bro. That's why I call it bold. You know, just dirty.
Just
no grass. No grass. Your knee would cry, you know. But it was cool, you know. And then you go, we step up. Then comes like club level, which is like pretty intense. Like competition is so high. You're there every week, like 20, 30 guys arrive. And in Brazil, like it's not like it is here now. You pay and you play. And some, you know, like over there, there's nothing like that.
right. You just show up.
You show up, you know, like you play the pickups or you play for those like social projects that have like good clubs, you know, and they make like some scrimmages, some tryouts against like Corinthians, Palmeiras. If you're lucky, you get picked, you know. I didn't get picked by a big academy. I was playing like in a social project, like I was saying, and like play for some clubs later on. I stayed, but you know, like was always hard to break through. You know, competition is really high, and it's only about like playing football. If you know what I mean. You know, of course, if you're gifted, if you're like an amazing player, you're gonna be in a good situation. But if you don't have someone to mentor you, if you don't have someone to sponsor you, like have like an agent or something since young, it's really hard to break through.
How old are you when you first like got into your first like for your first team, when you were in your first like team environment?
Okay, so I was like 15.
15.
Yeah, so it was right after like I started playing field, you know, and I think at that point, yeah, since I started playing field, I was playing right back, you know. And then it was a club called Santa Bárbara do Oeste. It's like a club in the county of São Paulo, you know, very far away, like rural area. And I remember the tryout, I remember the days I stayed there. I remember like, you know, everything to the day, like I had to decide like, hey, do you want to stay here? Do you want to go back home? And then this first attempt was like, I stayed there for a good amount, like 2 weeks. And then school was about to come back, you know? And I was like, okay, do I stay here? Like, do I want to stay away from my family?
Right.
Do I want to go back? So the first thing, like, I regret, you know? This first attempt I regret because I went back home. Then I had other opportunity later. But it's always good, you know? It's like I said, like you're gonna get mature,
Right.
you know? But it's my competition is so high.
Yeah.
I can
It's
imagine.
crazy.
So why did you decide to go back? Sorry.
Because like at that point, remember, I just had like started playing like
Yeah.
football, like field
Okay.
football, you know? And then it was something that, okay, like I love to be there. It was cool. But at the same time, I was missing home too much. I didn't know how to deal with that. I was like, oh, maybe I go home. I'm going to have another opportunity closer by, which happened after some time, you know?
Right.
And then, then like after was a better opportunity. It was in Rio Claro, which is like we are training my city. And then we are about to go play like in another like location, you know?
Okay.
Let's suppose you at Zeta and Zera is training here in Irvine, but then like whenever the championship starts, you're gonna play like in Ventura.
Right.
You know, so you're gonna have to relocate to Ventura,
Right.
for example.
Okay. And so that was your next step from there. You start playing on this team.
Yes, that was my next step.
And
you know.
what is like what level would that be considered in Brazil?
Okay, in comparison to here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's like regional level, and then like if you make through the regional, it's called like Paulista, like São Paulo. Paulista is like, try imagine OC competition, like inside OC. And then if you win, you go state, you know, and then if you win state, then you go nationals, you know, and the nationals in Brazil, the highest level we have, it's called Copinha. It's under 20, it's Copinha, you know. Amazing player comes from there. Vini, Hendrick, you know, like all like Marquinhos back in the days, William, you know, all those players.
Yeah.
Like it's like you make it or you break it. I did not play Copinha. And I'll explain why. You know, I was training with this thing, like I had a good time there, you know, but at the same time, remember, week after week, new guys coming. And then I stayed until the point that we were about to go and play. Like we were training this whole time and about to travel and play like the tournament. And then last minute, like the sponsor comes to us like, hey, we're not gonna have like the money to support you guys here anymore. If you guys want, you guys have to take out of your pocket.
Dang.
Wow.
And then I was like, fuck, I don't have it.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that day. It was my mom's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I was 17.
17.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, bro. Like all this work, like for nothing. Victor was there too.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
With you?
Yeah, we played together.
What?
No way.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. And then like I think he got relocated because I think he decided to go to an opportunity in the south of Brazil. And like it's funny because later on I helped him to come here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
You know,
insane.
so we took like different paths. So right after like this frustration, let's say, which is normal football, you know.
Right.
I was like, I'm just trying to short up, you know. I was like, okay, like what's now? Because in Brazil, like we don't have something like college that you can go college, you can play,
Right.
you can study, and you can have football on the side. You gotta make a decision. It's really tough. It's like, okay, you wanna keep playing and it's like a shot in the dark, or do you wanna go and get your education? You know. And then at that point, I was like, fuck, let me do it's like the SAT, let's say. It's not the SAT, but something similar. I was like, all right, let me take it. Let me see how I do. And then I passed, bro. I had like a full tuition, you know, for the exercise science. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me just stick to it. I think it's over. Like, it was good. And then when I was about to start, one of my friends was like, hey, like I joined this academy here. They record your videos. They make your highlights. And they talking about like playing United States. But I was like, bro, I didn't even have the money to pay like a housing, to pay in a club in the corner of São Paulo. How the fuck I'm gonna go there? You know? Like if I tell this to my dad, he's gonna tell me like, you're tripping. And then he did. I was like, hey dad, I wanna go USA because like I can study and play. And he was like, you think I'm rich, bro?
Yeah.
He was like, I support you, but if you manage to do yourself, I can help you the way I can, but I don't have what it takes. I don't have it. And then I was like, shit, bro, you know. And it took me some time doing search, seeing like if this was something I was about to do. But you know, like I saw people really like making it, you know. And I was like, okay, let me try it out. Because remember, I was not paying for college there. And my dad, he told me that he would help me with school, you know. And I was like, hey dad, look, there is this academy. It was a paid thing. Okay, like, but you do the tryout, and then depending of how you do, they give like kind of a discount, you know. And I was like, not paying much, but still had to pay something, you know. So it was like my first experience having to pay to play, which is kind of weird, right? And I was like, okay, let me see what's up with that. Then I go there, like the level of the trainings were shit, you know, but the games were really good because what they would do was like, you had those guys going during the week, but then you had the Copinha players, remember? The highest tournament coming for the games on the weekends.
Oh, wow.
So they'd mix and make good things. And like you'd have good games. So I stayed there like 3 months, and I was studying, and then one of the coaches told me like, hey bro, like you have your highlights, like you studying English and you like you have a good level of English already. The fuck you here? Like just make your highlights and go, and then at some point I was just playing and making my highlights. And bro, the first time like you see because in Brazil that's a big thing. Like it's not
Really?
it's not that easy, to have your highlights, because like remember, even though you have like a high level of soccer, you don't have the facilities, man. You don't have this technology. Back on the days we didn't have. Right now it's way easier, and you don't have the information. I didn't know about anything. I didn't know how to contact a coach. So at this point, everything was new for me, and I tried to make my best out of that. So during this time, those first 3 months, I tried to come, but I didn't have the knowledge, so I kind of failed. Didn't find anything. The window closed. Pretty much like you can come here August or January.
Right.
So I started like in March, thinking that I would make in August. Didn't happen. Then I took a little break and went back there, But one thing, like while I was doing it, bro, like I was studying. Remember, I was studying, I was training, and I had a job too in a gym.
Okay.
But the time I would start in this job would be like 5 a.m. And I live in the other side of the city. So I had to wake up, I swear to God, I had to wake up like 3:30, get the bus, get there, like work until like 2 p.m., then go practice and get done like around 5, then go school, like college, and then from college, go back home. I would get home like 11:30, midnight.
Shit.
So my weekends was just like either resting or doing like extra, pick up a job just to make some extra money. So shit was tough, bro.
And how long did you do that for?
So like was 3 months, took a little break from playing, but was still working, and then I came back and did like extra 5 months.
But that schedule, you stuck to that schedule for 5 months.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. And then because of that, I was getting so stressed, like like at some point I was about to burn out. I was like, fuck, like.
Did you see your performance start to like?
Got hurt, bro.
Yeah.
I do know what's the name in English. Pubalgias. Have ever heard about that? The same shit that Kaká had. It's like on the pubis.
Well, I don't know. So
you
It's
guys
like on the ribs, pretty much on the ribs.
Okay.
Is you have imbalance on your ribs, and then your bone starts scratching. Yeah, and then it took me out for. So I started the beginning of the year, 3 months. Took a little break, came back until the end of the year, and then the end of the year, the beginning of the year, I was hurt.
Oh my.
So from the first semester until the middle of 2019 was just like sending emails, like trying to get an opportunity, but was hurt,
Yeah.
And then I had to take a little break myself to recover. And then I'll tell you like how happened to come here.
Then what happened after that? Then?
And then, fuck, bro, they throw me in Kansas. Like back. Remember, like I was sending emails, but I didn't know how to contact coaches.
What'd you get? What were the? Did you? I mean, I imagine the typical response was no response.
No response, or like you went too high. Like you see UCI, UCLA, like fuck, I like that one. Like I wanna go that one, And then like, and just I didn't have what it takes. I didn't know the level here. Didn't know what level I would fit.
I like that one.
Actually. Yeah, I didn't know like what I could plan financially. Like try imagine, bro, like a guy from São Paulo, like sending emails to UCLA, UCI, UCF, like thinking I would make it. Like if I was top shelf baller, of course, could have happened, but I didn't know what it takes. So I got an agent over there, but the guy was full of shit. Yeah, he was full of shit.
Why? How?
Because like I had not amazing highlights, but I had like a good highlights.
Yeah.
Okay, it was enough to get me like in a good JUCO or good NIA, maybe a D2, paying a little bit.
Right.
And then this guy, he was like, hey, like I got you like a really good opportunity here, like. That's amazing. The coach is going to love you. You're going to play there for 2 years, and then you're going to go D1. And then you can work guaranteed for sure. I was like, fuck, like, this is really good,
Yeah.
That's really good. So I paid the guy,
How much?
Bro, like in dollars? Because the currency was different back on the days. But I think it was like 2.5 but for a really shitty service.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the guy, try imagine, he just sent my profile to the coach, right? And then he sent my profile to the coach, and the coach was like, all right, if he can pay that, he can be here. So the guy told me I was getting scholarship, that I was getting, so he was kind of lying because the school was really cheap because it was middle of nowhere in Kansas. It was like overpacked with people. We had like 80 players in the team, bro.
Oh
80
my
players in
God.
that junior college.
What is it, JUCO?
Juco?
yeah.
Dang.
If you look up, it's called Allen County Community College. And nothing wrong with the place, Like I have
80 players.
no hard feelings, but
They
just
just
about the
accept it anyway.
transparency, Like
Yeah.
I feel like it could have got better.
Wow.
And plus like everything I had to do to remember, it was 1 year fucking working, making money, but all the money I made, it was just enough to pay like visa, like the English tests, kind of
Yeah.
shit. And my dad, bro, he was a real deal on that one. Like he sold his car.
Wow.
He sold his car, and he got a loan from the bank. And
Wow.
then he sent me here. And I think I remember it was $10,000. And he was like, look, that's all I have. That's all I have. From now on, I can't help you because I'm still going to be paying the loan.
Yeah.
So I give you the money I have plus the money I don't have. And you got to make it happen now. So try imagine, you see your dad doing all this, then you get in the place and the guy, like you see the guy just lied to you.
Wow.
Bro.
Fuck,
That's
bro.
tough.
Bro, that's actually, I don't like. I hope people can really grasp that story, bro. You've grinded so hard for you to give yourself an opportunity like this, and your dad, even on top of that, sacrificed so much to support you as well. Like I think that in itself it's like such a sick story to hear. But then to hear that this guy did you dirty like that as well it's so frustrating. So frustrating.
He's a competitor today, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's still in the
getting
game?
fucked up.
He's still in the game?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Call him out, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, what's
Let's
that?
get that.
He know who he is,
Kick
bro.
back.
He know who he is,
He knows who he is.
Yeah, he know who he is.
You know who you get on. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so then wow. So then you end up getting thrown in
Getting
Kansas.
fucked
1
up.
out of 80. What is it like there? Like
Okay, so it was shitty, but at the same time was like the whole situation it gets worse to get better.
right.
Okay, so first week like I was very like I don't know what's the translation in English, but I was always looking for something, bro. I was always like on top of things, It's like, fuck, I gotta get a job. Bro, I was the first one to show up to ask for the job for that lady for 2 weeks in a row, like in the cafeteria. I was like, give me a job. And I didn't speak English.
Oh my God.
So I had to train what I would say to her, I would wake up, like train what I would say to her, like, hello, like, my name is Danilo, I'm from Brazil, blah, blah. I need to work, like, can you help me out? And then she got me a job, the cafeteria, which, so guys have an idea, like, payment in Kansas back in the day was $70.25 an hour. And as an international student, you can only work 20 hours a week.
Wow.
And I wasn't working like 20, I was working like 10. So I was making like $70 a week, which is like 140 in 2 weeks, in the by week, like almost 300, let's say.
In a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where were you living at the time?
So that's the funny part. Remember, like my dad gave me $10,000, so it was 5 each semester. Okay. But when my dad gave me money, like the currency, dollar and Brazilian like money was like, I think was $3. No, one Brazilian money, $3.
Uh-huh.
And then I get there, I'll go on campus, and then I find out I can live off campus and pay less.
Mm-hmm.
So I cashed out the money from the dorms. So then, and the currency went up, went to like almost 4. So pretty much I made money, I profited.
Yeah, it was an investment.
Yeah. So like from 5, it dropped to like 3.5, which like if you're making $7 an hour, like fuck, like 1,500 extra, like it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then there was like extra 3K a year, but okay. So that's the work part. Okay, got the work part sorted out. Preseason was going, playing well. First week playing well. Like first one, bro. That's how I was grinding. First one of the 2 miles, I remember my time was 11:12.
Damn.
2 miles.
Oh, wow.
11:12. On the sprints, first one, yo test, like top 5, everything. Like I was coming back from injury, but I was still catching up my pace. Was good. But remember, like, was like a shock because you get there and you think that, okay, gonna play only against like American players from Kansas. Like I know they're good in California, I know they're good in Florida, but in Kansas, I'm not sure about that. But then you get there, bro. See other Brazilians. We had 18 Brazilians in the team. A team of 80. So it's like fun, man. But that was cool at the same, but there was a problem too. I'll tell you later on.
You got a bunch of other guys who got scammed as well.
Yeah, like we are all like, shit, bro, how did we end up here? Because I swear, I'll show you guys later on. It was the most terrifying thing. It was in front of a cemetery. I swear to God, it was in front of a cemetery. You'd look to the side, you see cornfields. You'd look to the other side, you see like cows. Bro, it was middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
The whole population, I think, was like 7K in the city.
Dang, nothing.
But then like come back to like playing preseason, this and that. And then I remember this guy, his name was Joe. I remember this because it was a fucking trauma. He was from Australia and he did not have cleats. He had like those Timberland boots. And then like, I remember I was playing right back, dribble one guy, put the ball forward, going to the cross. The guy is like, comes to me like he's light tackling. With the
Timberland boots?
Bro, he broke my ankle, bro.
What?
He broke my ankle first week of preseason, so try imagine me, bro. I was like, how this fucking work? I got scammed. I got my ankle broken. I was like...
Wait, bro. Honestly, what's more shocking about that is not the fact that you broke your ankle. It's the fact that they allowed this guy to play with Timberland.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But at the same time, like, what I would tell the guy, I was like, fuck, bro. And then I remember, like... What's the funniest part?
insane,
One of
bro.
the coaches, he was from here.
California?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he plays for 80-30. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, but he was a cool guy. He was.
And he was a coach over there?
He was a coach because he played there and then he stayed there.
And how did they allow this guy to
I don't know,
like
bro.
that, dude?
You guys should call him one day. Fernando Robles. He's a funny guy, bro. He's a funny guy.
So he broke your ankle.
He broke my ankle, but it was like not completely fucked up.
Okay,
Like
it's-
when you
Right.
tiny like fracture, Then I had to sit out, lost the season. I didn't know about red shirt. I didn't know about anything. But so try imagine, I was so mad because like, fuck, bro, what's gonna happen now? Blah blah. There was like a 2 months, like not doing any exercise at all, but I could still work in cafeteria, like washing dishes with a bench. It was so funny, Try imagine, like sitting down with the boots, But was the grind, bro. Was the grind. And then I remember like things like got like really depressing.
I can
Like
imagine, bro.
the
I was in
cold,
the
bro,
house.
you injure like your ankle fucked, ankle fucked up. Like the cold, bro. Like I'm from Brazil, bro. Like come on, there's snow in Kansas, bro. It's horrible, and you had to walk, to go to school. So sometimes I'll get a ride. Sometimes I'll have to go walking with the crunches, in the snow, But like in the end of the day, it's gonna get better, Then I get healed. I got a job on the city. I was making money, And then like, okay, this season ends. Like I didn't play at all. Like just like trained, The season ends, and I was already said like, fuck, I gotta transfer. Like, got a transfer. I don't want to stay here. There's no way staying here. So I started making connections, and I got an opportunity. That's why I got an opportunity like in Oklahoma. Wow, like from Kansas to Oklahoma.
Bro, you gotta do your research on the United States, bro.
But that was a good move, bro. That was a good move. I'll tell you why. This college, like, I have a good relationship to them, like, up to this day. Like, Coach Adam, Coach Tyler, like, those are not the same coaches. Like, Tyler played with me, and Adam, like, he came after. But the guy that got me an opportunity was one guy that played with me in the academy in São Paulo. That gave me the contact for the coach, Then while I was in this transition, bro, what happened? 2019.
COVID.
Then I was like, bro, I got scammed. I broke my ankle. And a fuck pandemic, like, you kidding me? It was like my time to come to USA, like all this shit, bro. Like, you kidding me? But
Bro, that was God telling you to stop playing soccer.
yeah, bro. I was like, bro, why are you trying? You know?
Enough, bro.
But then, like, something happened. Like, I remember that was Kansas, right? I was still in Kansas. Then get to transfer to NEO in the spring. COVID happened during my transition. I was like, okay, spring I was in Kansas, going to the fall to Oklahoma, you know? COVID happened. When COVID happened, like, remember I had a job on the city, and me and my friends would go there, like, it was just dishwasher job, bro. Like, I swear. Like, I, like, thankful for that because that humbled me, like, in many, many ways, you know? Like, even though, like, I would be grinding in Brazil, it's a different thing, bro.
Right.
Like, you know, like, being, like, Hispanic, like, being from Brazil. Like, you try to imagine the type of shit that happens, like, middle of Kansas.
Yeah.
You know? Like, people treat you like a pig, bro.
Right.
They don't care. You know, they don't care. Like, I remember, like, be washing dishes. People throw, like, the dishes like this. Hey, you forgot this fucking shit, you animal. Things like that.
Damn.
Things like that. You know? Me and my friend, like, Felipe, and then another guy from Ghana. We would be working this place. And then when COVID hit, everything shut down.
Yeah.
And then the lady that was the manager there, she was like, yo, can you guys come help me clean up, like, some stuff? Then I get you guys lunch. And I was like, fuck, so I make $7 an hour if I get a lunch and a dinner. That's good.
Yeah.
So I'll go work for lunch, bro.
Wow.
You know, because, like, was some extra thing, you know. And then in one of those days, like, we did a really good job, and she was like, hey, I think I'm gonna have extra work here, because it was like a restaurant dash a meat store. And bro, like, they start, like, selling meat every day in this market, and, like, they start calling us every day, like, are making so much.
Right.
During, like, when COVID started until the end of the summer. I remember the money situation. Then I only had the one for the first year. Then it got sorted out. Then I went to NEO with a better scholarship, money, you know. I even got a car. So that's when things started, like shit, like the American dream, you know. Yeah, the American dream. And then get to Oklahoma.
That's the American dream.
Get to Oklahoma.
Okay, so oh my God, bro. I don't even know how to unpack all that. That's so crazy. Bro, how do you, so you, in your mind, you're going to Oklahoma with what intention? To, like, play and, like...
To play, bro.
In Oklahoma, what was the opportunity? It was what, JUCO?
It was at JUCO.
JUCO.
It was even better JUCO, because the JUCO they were going JUCO D2.
Okay.
And the JUCO I they were going JUCO D1.
Okay.
So, totally different experience. I remember the first day I get there, like, not the guy that helped me go there, but the guy that was friends with him, Thales, he got me a job.
No.
He helped me get more scholarship. Like, he kind of, like, gave me, like, a guide of the college, you know. So, helped me out big time. And I was like, fuck, like, here I feel welcome.
Yeah.
And here I feel good. Bro, the facilities, the stadium, like, swear, like, NCAA level. For JUCO, I'll show you guys later on. Like, you can type Northeast in Oklahoma, A&M. Top shelf.
Yeah.
Facilities, you know. Soccer-wise, like,
okay.
But, like, it was a different perspective. Like, you had guys from Spain, had guys from France, had guys, like, I was the only Brazilian. So I have an idea. So, like, shit, like, from 18 to 1, like, shit, like, you feel kind of special, you know?
Damn. Okay, so you're going with the intention of, like, I still want to transfer into a D1, D2, 4-year after. Is that the intention still going to Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay. So then how does that go? So you're by the time you're in Oklahoma, you're fully recovered?
Yeah, I was good. But then remember, like, we're in COVID, so we didn't have the 2020 season. So kind of 2020, like, I just worked. You know, like, inside the college, like in myself, like, personal development, you know, it's kind of shit, but no soccer at all. Just training, just shit like that. No, we didn't have a season. Were you playing at this point already? 2020.
I was at UCI.
So you didn't
We
guys
didn't
have season.
we had like COVID training, but that was terrible.
Yeah, it was horrible,
Yeah.
right? You'd go, it was so dumb. You go with master training, right? This kind of shit. But it was good, man. Look, it was good. I got to play like a lot of minutes. Like we didn't have like an amazing team, but like we had a good time, you know. Like made a good highlights, got scholarship, got to. Remember, I was working dishwasher. Now I was working in the office, my boy.
Well, in what?
On the international admissions.
Ah.
I just was hanging there. So you know what I do like all day during those like 1 year and a half there pretty much? I was emailing coaches. That's how it started. Because that's how I started like doing what I do today. Because I had so much free time. I was like, fuck, like I have this free time here. Like I'm already like in a good spot here. I don't have to be working more than I need because I already like made this money. I'm making this money now. Let me focus on what comes next now. So I swear I would be like every day, like 2-3 hours, that would be at work when I didn't have anything to do, like sending email to coaches, like searching about NCAA, NIA, like all the kind of leagues, like make like this spreadsheet of emails, you know, looking at email patterns. So that's when like I got the connections I have today, you know, back on the days I started that.
So how does your brain work, bro? Do you think very much like, do you think month to month, year to year, or do you think 5 years from now, like you think way in advance? Like, because I feel like a lot of the, like it does feel like you do stuff now for like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like when I hear your story.
Yeah, because I was always thinking about, okay, like I'm here now, but what's next? Because when I first came here, I was like, bro, like I just want to like get some key point things. I want to get my degree. I want to get a good level of English, you know, and I want to like expand my connections. If I'm going to be in a D1, if I'm going to get drafted, which I knew was pretty hard for me, you know, knowing the situation was coming. Like, I don't care about those things. Like, if it happens, okay, good. I'll do my best to get the best level I can get. If it doesn't happen, fuck, I just want to get some friend, you know? And year one was kind of survival mode, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You know? But then after COVID, like, after all this shit I lived through, I was like, bro, I lived all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm good mentally. Like, I'm healthy.
Right.
Like whatever comes, like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know?
And what during that time when it was shit, what got you through it? Like what allowed you to persevere and not just quit and go back to Brazil?
Man, I think just thinking my family, like my dad didn't have the opportunity to go to college, you know. So it was like, bro, the guy he sold his car to get me here. Like I cannot fail with this man. You know?
Right.
That's kind of that.
Yeah. Because that's the hardest thing, man, during that, like, just being able to persevere. That I think is, for me, when I start seeing that things aren't going quite as planned, things are kind of like hitting the fan.
Shifting around.
You're right. And it's like that cliche, like there's always light at the end of the tunnel type of thing. But it is like, it's almost like, this is how I sometimes think, and it's kind of like, it's not the best way to, it's kind of depressing, to be honest. But I feel like when things are going really well, I'm like, shit, when is it going to start going bad?
That's what I say.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, when things are going, it's bound to like hit a like.
You gotta be ready.
It's bound to go down, and then you're gonna hit a steep point. But same thing when you're down in the ditch and shit isn't going your way, it's bound to go up.
Yeah.
It's just like this all the time, bro. So like, and that's why it's like that's why people say like don't get too high in the highs, don't get too low in the lows.
That's so true.
Like, you gotta be in that. And that, yeah. So I feel like that is that kind of the mentality of like, it's bound to go up.
Yeah.
It's bound to get like, right, okay.
It's about to get better, or like if it is like everything's going well, like for example, now like I'm doing good myself, but I'm like, okay, like what are the things I gotta be aware of?
Yeah.
What are the, and like you gotta keep reminding yourself, like, hey, be humble, like remember where you came from, remember like what happened to you, remember like the people that did the reverse of helping you, and look the people that need help today that you can help.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this kind of mindset now, but
okay.
it's a daily mission, bro. It's so easy to get comfortable.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's so easy. So whenever like, I bet you guys feel the same, but whenever I feel like I'm getting comfortable with this, like I'm liking this, Like, for example, I don't play anymore, but like, fuck, bro, I'm not hitting the gym enough. I'm not reading enough.
Right.
I'm not making connections enough. I'm getting comfortable. Like, fuck, change it. Because if you don't change, you get stuck.
Right.
You get stuck, you fail.
For sure.
You know?
No, I definitely not, and it's not even like too long ago where I did feel like I was like, shit, I'm getting too like too comfortable, getting too stagnant, and like it's not even that like I stopped doing things that I was doing. It was more of like I'm doing it, but probably not as much of the effort that I was putting in before, and also not doing as much of the extra that I was doing before. So I was like, all right, yeah, I gotta kind of like
That's the thing.
I gotta get back to what I was, you know. But I think that's constantly happening though for anybody. It's like you have those waves, and I think the people who end up being the most successful are the ones who have the less of the of those dips.
You know what I think? It's like it's all about ego. It's about controlling your ego, because like sometimes like we all get situations like, oh, I'm too good for this, like I'm not gonna do it,
Right.
you know. And like when you get thrown on survival mode, you gotta do it. You don't have a choice.
Right.
You either do it or you don't. If you don't do it, like you're gonna fail in your mission. You're gonna fail with the people that believe in you.
Right.
You know, the other way around as well. Like when you don't think you are good enough to do something, you're gonna stay down.
Right.
Oh, I'm not good enough to go try out for that thing. I'm not good enough to be an agent. Like you know, the mindset has to be like you have to know your identity, who you are, what you want.
Right.
You know,
And stay true to that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that's definitely a battle that I think a lot of people have.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing for most people, I'll speak for like my experience, is like jumping into doing that thing that you want to do. You know,
That's true, bro.
that's like the first step one is like the hardest. Well, not the hardest, but like it's hard to get yourself
To
going.
start,
For example, like we met up at Zeta, you know, remember the things like we had to do, like no money, like free internship, but like we knew there was something there.
We
you
it's
know?
funny how we used to speak to each other and we're like, bro, like,
Right, it's
bro,
gonna
this is
work.
the beginning, bro. Like,
And like you are UCI right now, like had amazing connections. Like I got some connections through that. I got like we be in the Open Cup. This boy right here.
he played in the
Be a League Galaxy, bro. Damn, you know, like we are jumping on this. Remember?
bro, memory, bro.
I was like, damn, look who we are and like where we are, like what he does. Like, bro, like we've been in LA Galaxy too. Like we're going to play like in the third round, right? Went to the third round against Monterrey.
Yeah,
it was like
we traveled.
it's USL like championship, right?
Yeah.
USL championship, bro. Like fuck, like you know. Remember then. There's a movie that goes in my mind, like going to Kansas, like washing dishes, like here in California, like being in LA. I was like,
that's crazy.
you know. So, yeah, those things, man. Like the journey is beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I remember because we shared the room when we were in Monterey.
Yeah.
And he's showing me, he's like, look, this is what I'm doing. He's showing me all his contacts and stuff with
Yeah,
all his
remember?
coaches. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, bro. It was just the beginning. It was just the beginning, bro. Like we are dead as like shagging balls around.
Yeah, that's all we did.
Yeah, shagging balls around, like people kicking the balls, checking the balls around, bro. Like we gotta be in this
Picking up
environment.
phones.
Yeah, picking up cons, like we gotta be in this environment, you know, because we're gonna get so much of this. You know, we're gonna learn a lot, and we did, you know.
That is, and like you said, I think it's an ego check that people need to have because people think they're too good to go and do volunteer work, go and do pickup cones.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like
People think, oh, I'm too good for this shit. Like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, it's like I think anybody who's made it somewhere has had to do some dirty work of some sort. For them to get to where they're at, or at least be successful with where they're at.
Yeah, like of course, like 1%'s gonna like. Okay, moments that are like a good connection, but like it's hard to break through. Like try to imagine like if you don't know anything, like how someone is gonna hire you, how you gonna open a business, like based on what, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna get the experience somehow. You're gonna get exposed somehow. And one thing that I learned is like, it's not even what you do, it's like who you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's who you know. Like right time, like right place, but also like. Just being good to people and like connecting to people, like trying to give before receive. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all about that.
So then, how did you get from Oklahoma to California?
Okay, there's a long way before that, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened?
So from Oklahoma, New York,
He was in New York.
Finally, right? But the funniest thing, before I came to California, before going to New York, I think that's where we meet the first time. Like we were playing for MSG. I was playing for MSG too, but just like, playing, working, and like whatever.
Right.
So, like going one game, another, not taking it serious because priority was another thing.
Right.
Because New York, like good scholarship, etc., but still money. Money was always the problem. Like try to imagine, I didn't have like a family to rely financially. Like I had a family to support me emotionally with everything I needed. They always be on my side, but financially, I knew if I would ask something, I would be taken away from them. Something I didn't have.
Yeah.
So, bro, like back home, so you guys have an idea. It's like 2 houses like this. The bottom one is my grandma and my aunt. Yeah, my aunt, and then me, my dad, my mom, and my brother.
Right.
And try to imagine, like I couldn't like take away from those people.
Yeah.
Like my brother, he's autist.
Okay.
My aunt, she had a stroke, so it was like on the bed, So I was like, bro, how am I gonna take away from those people?
Yeah.
I can't. I have to do me, So I came to California because you can do many things here that's gonna help you financially. Like you guys know the deal.
Yeah.
Okay, bing bing. and then and then that helped a lot, got here, managed to get a car, like another car, and then in the end of the summer, I drove from Cali to New York.
You're crazy.
What the?
It's like 14 hours. And then from here to Vegas to Colorado because I wanted to see a cousin that I had here. But I got there so late, she was like, hey, I'm going to sleep because tomorrow I have work. So I took an extra 9 hours just to see her for no reason. But it was funny. But it was my mistake. It didn't play well. And
so you didn't see her at all?
I saw her, but she had to work. I was like, no, that's good to see you, blah, blah, But, it was my bad, my mistake, And then in Colorado, I think Kansas, Wichita, because I had some friends that played with me in Kansas, but they were playing like in NCAA in Wichita. Then I think Wichita straight up to Ohio. Like, no, I stopped in Oklahoma before. Then I went like straight up to Ohio and then New York. I remember leaving on a Wednesday, getting there on a Sunday.
Dang.
Wow.
And that pack of Rebels, the big pack.
Yeah.
Poof, 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 like, yeah.
Wow.
Then get there, like, just a dream, like, then you see that if you, like, some places in New York, you're always gonna see this phrase, like, if you make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, shit, bro, like.
So you're there, and do you have a plan, like?
Plan, bro? I was between 2 schools, so that's the thing I skipped. I was between 2 schools. I was between one school in Georgia. It's called Charter University. And then I was between St. Thomas Aquinas in New York. The difference was financially, and then that's the ego thing again. You guys gonna understand. I received the offer from Georgia, and I think the school was like $60K, and I had to pay $10K. But I had good grades. I had like, because COVID too, that helped a little, online classes and everything. I had a 3.0. And then I was like, okay, if I go shorter, the coach offered me like athletic scholarship plus the academic, I would pay like around $10K, something like this. And then New York, I think was $14K if I would be living off the campus, which is an extra grind,
Right.
And then I helped 2 of the boys from Oklahoma to get in the college in Charter in Georgia. But that's the ego part. I found out that the coach offered more money athletic to them than to me, even though I have better grades. So we are all on the same page. We're all paying $10K. But I feel like, not betrayed, but just like some child shit, I was like, oh, I should have gone more. Why he didn't give me more? I got them here. Like, I had better grades. I felt I was like, not better player, but more committed player. And then I was like, fuck this guy. Like, fuck, I'm not going to go there anymore. I'll go New York. He think he's good, I'm better. I'll go New York.
Do you regret that? Or?
I regret because you guys going to see what happened, That's the thing. Like, I was always trying... I was doing the right thing, but at some points I was like... I just got lost my own ego, thinking, okay, I'm too good for this, I'm too good for that.
Right.
So that happened before in my life. That's why I say this now, you know, because I know the consequences, like having a high ego for something can cause to you.
Right.
So Georgia, 10K on campus, everything good. Would have a job, like would have like money to pay everything. The team was kind of shitty, but I would get my education. You know, it'd be like an hour and a half from Atlanta. Not bad, you know. And New York was a situation that the school was like on the upside of New Jersey. So it's still New York. You know, there's New York, the bridge, Jersey, and here's New York too. Right? The school was in New York, and then the off-campus was in Jersey. You know? And then I get there. I do preseason, you know. But remember, I was working.
What level was the
D2.
D2.
D2. Okay. And I was working here, like doing everything I could, you know. When I get there, I wasn't like 100% in shape because the priority was another one. Remember, I could have gone to one place I could afford. I would play, have a good time, but I thought I was too good for that place. So I kind of like shifted the focus away. I went to New York. Whenever I get there in New York, it's not like in JUCO anymore. Like there's a big gap, right? Like in JUCO, you have the guys that take serious, you have the guys that don't take serious. Like I say, okay, 2 miles I was always the first, big test the first. You got in New York, bro. Everyone is the same level. D2, everyone has a standard. If you don't have the standard, you're just not there. That's how it is, you know. And then I know it'd be hard to get minutes, but the guy that was playing my position was captain. You know, like not favorite, but like he was a really good guy. He was a really good player too. So I kind of took it. I was like, okay, all right, like I'll get my minutes here and there. Like it was a long season, you know, didn't play much, you know. But I was like, okay, like again, humbling myself.
Yeah.
You know, like fuck, I thought I was too good and I deserved to be there, you know.
Right.
And then remember I was living in Jersey, right? And it was me and other 6 international players. And that was very cool because like I just wanted to do my thing, like go class, like do my side hustles. Like I got a really good job in the athletics, you know, always doing like the thing with like women's soccer, volleyball, things like that. So it was good money. It was like $1,000 a month, which is for international, like working on campus. That's really good, you know, like it would be 12K a year, you know, so it's enough to pay the 14K I would have for the school, you know. And then the guys, bro, they would just party too much. And we had a contract with the landlord that we couldn't do it. Then we lost the house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we lost the house. So the coach was like, look, I can help you the next semester, but if you want to stay, like you're going to have to pay the dorms. Like the fall I stayed there off campus and the spring came and he was like, look, I can help you out in the fall. Okay, remember the fall I didn't play much. I was there. I can help you out in the fall, but in the spring you gotta figure out. You either like stay here. You can try to like be on the boys' room, one of the boys' rooms, like they don't caught you. So it was this kind of shit, you know. Because to pay your rent was like I was paying like $500. But if I get a suite or something, man, New York's really expensive. California expensive, like New York's really expensive when it comes to housing, and it's hard to find.
Yeah.
So he was like, you have 2 options. Like you either go like back home, or I can help you find a school around here. And he did like help me like find some schools around there, or you can like possibly go to another college now, you know, and then you come back here, like in the fall, if I still have the money and need your position. Or like do whatever is better for you, but I'm here to help you out. And the coach, like he helped me out. He was the assistant coach. The head coach is just no. He was just like, okay, you can't. Okay, hit the portal. I'm gonna get another one. Wow. So like no, empathetic, you know. Right. And the assistant coach was like, no, bro, like I got you. Like I know it's not easy, blah blah. And then there's one more school before California. So Kansas, that's how I got good, bro. That's why. Like JUCO, D2, that's where comes the NIA, you know. And then I was like, fuck, so maybe I can do like 1 semester somewhere else, and then I can go back to Stack, St. Thomas Aquinas, or go another place. And then I had one guy that I knew from networking. He was assistant coach in IA in Texas Wesleyan, in Fort Worth. So, I was like, good location, good scholarship. I think I was paying like $3,000 semester, something like this. Go there, everything goes well, spring. But then, like, I was not feeling it anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, you just didn't want to play anymore?
Because, bro, like, I would see those guys, like, just training,
they weren't
playing, studying, and try to imagine all the things I had to do just to be able to afford and be there. So my mind was like,
yeah,
You
just
checked out. Yeah.
check out. You see your performance,
yeah.
And then the guy was like, oh, you want to stay here? I'll come back to the fall. Like, we got you. And, like, whenever I go renew the scholarship, I was like, bro, I have my friends in California. It's always sunny in there, There's, like, beautiful everything there. Like, let me just risk it. And I came to Bethesda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
So-
that UPSL or is that
No,
school?
that's
They school. Yeah.
That's their NAIA?
They are NCCAA.
Oh, yeah.
So I played JUCO, D2, NIA, NCCAA, bro.
I don't even know what is that.
Yeah, it's like National College Christian Athletic Association, something like this.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
You played every league possible. Right?
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Wait, so then, what friends did you have over here?
here,
Yeah, like in Cali, like
Okay.
what, like,
so that's the thing. I skip one part. I brought Victor to Oklahoma.
oh, wow.
Okay. And then while Victor was at Oklahoma, he knew some people that were here in Cali. So we'd always come in the summers.
Okay.
Summers, end of the year. So, like make some brand, And yeah, I stayed here like enough to feel like, okay, fuck that. It feels like a home.
Right.
So I already had a good connection here because I'd always be coming here,
Right.
like to just to enjoy summer, to, make some extra thing. And then I was like, like I might just stay. I stayed. I met my girl. Like then sometime after, like start living together. Like all this thing like happened at the same time. Like kind of giving up like soccer a little bit because like Bethesda, nothing wrong about the school, but it's not for people that want to stay playing. It was just like I'll keep doing my stuff. I'm gonna get my education. Soccer is gonna be here, but it's more for other purpose. I already had my mind like, hey, I wanna get really into football, really into like the entrepreneur side of it. That was building the agency while I was doing all that. Then like a year later, like Zeta came through. That's how it all kind of started.
From your story, it makes sense why you're in the path that you're in right now. Building your agency and helping players get
Yeah, it
to spots.
was getting fucked up. That's like
Yeah.
by life, like
Yeah.
so.
But there's no part of you. Well, what part of you wanted?
Like-
What made you want to stick with football?
Okay, like look, the years I have at Oklahoma was really good. Like I said, I didn't talk much, but it was the best years. Like I played like every game pretty much. Like had a good time, good friends, good like coaching staff, good community, and it was a time also to challenge myself. Remember, like doing my best. Like I was so lean, I was like so fit, I was like playing so well. Like even like communicating was so good. It was so easy to open a conversation. It was so easy to talk with someone.
Right.
I was like, I'm in the best like phase of my life now. And then I realized there are things that I can do and things I can't do that are not on my control. For example, football is like, okay, I want to keep playing, I want to chase the highest level, but if that doesn't happen, I can use this knowledge to keep like growing in another direction. So I was like, look, I brought Victor, I brought other players, I brought like 5 players just by helping. I was like, wait a minute, like hold on, like
Right.
the guy that brought me, he charged me, he did a shitty service, and I'm doing a better job for my friends,
Yeah.
and I'm doing
For
for
free.
free. And I was like, hold on, like there's something here. you know?
Right.
And that's how the idea started to grow in my mind.
So this all started. The seed was planted back in Oklahoma.
Back in Oklahoma, bro.
Wow. And so that's what I mean. Like when you're sending out those emails, are you already having in mind, I'm building these connections so that when I build my agency, I can.
I'll talk with every coach. The coach is like, I want to talk to you. And some guys, that's a lesson. Some guys, like when you're a junior college coach or high school coach, or even like you guys, club coaches, try to connect one guy to somewhere. And he was like, oh, that's not a school that I want. Like, this school is so bad. Like, I don't want to go there. But, bro, take the call.
Right.
Talk to the guy because you never know, like, where he's going to be later on.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then, like, some of those coaches, they were, like, coaches in JUCO or players that played with me and people would make fun of them, but I could see the good person they were. I always, like, was a very friendly guy, like, with the coaches, with the players, with everyone, Then you see some of those guys today, they are, like, coaches in D1, coaches like in the pro level, they have good connections that you can help, like you can like get helped with.
Yeah.
So that was always my mindset, like building my connection. That's what I came here for.
Yeah.
Build my connection. So that's what was always the mindset.
No, that's sick. That's so smart. So now, since you've been here, and you've been building your connections and you've been growing. What made you want to do your FIFA agent license? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Bro, like that was funny because it was like I was doing the, how you say in English, the college recruiting, but there's the exchange, because at first it was mostly like people from Brazil, right? So it's kind of an exchange program, as you can say. It's college recruiting, but it's an exchange program. And then one of those times, like I remember they asked me for a player, high school here. Asking me for a player. Then one of my friends, that's crazy. You see how things are crazy. One of my friends that played summer league with me, he turned into a coach at Indian Hills, which is like one of the top JUCOs right now. You guys can Google it, Indian Hills, one of the top JUCOs. And he sent me one player that he was like, hey, we received this player, but we don't have a spot for him. Do you think you can help him find something? Here's his agent contact. And it was a girl that played here. And then I made a connection with her. Like, I managed to get this guy a scholarship. And then, because we kept the good connection, she was like, hey, I'm kind of going to do the FIFA agent course now to take the license test in the end of the year. How do you feel about it? And I was like, bro, you know what? Like, at that point, I knew I wanted to be a pro agent. But at the same time, I was like, how am I going to get into it? And then I was like, the same way I get into college. Getting surrounded by people that are into it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to take it, not only because of the license, but because the connections I'm going to make and the knowledge I'm going to get. So it was a hard year because I was doing all the Zeta thing, the agents thing, and the course was Tuesday, Thursdays, 9 a.m. in Brazil. And Brazil was 5 hours ahead of us.
Oh, it's 9 a.m. in Brazil.
So it's what, 4 here?
4 a.m. here. Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, like, if you keep waking me up like that early,
Wow.
But it was cool. Like, it was mind-blowing. Like, it's hard. Guys, the test is really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. So it's based on 20 questions. It's like you got to select the questions. Those multiple alternatives, but it's so tricky. Like, you have the handbook available. You can use your computer and use the handbook, but it's so tricky. Like,
what's an example of a question that you would get?
Okay, so for example, you are an international player, okay, and then you have received an offer to play like for another club which is away from your country. Like, let's say you're from Brazil, and then you have the option to play, to at least try out to do something for Barca, for example. Then before like the age to be professional, which is like, it depends on each country, but usually by FIFA, like if you're under 18, if you're a minor, and you guys know that like people, they just don't sign pro, like Vini, they don't go into their 18, for example, If you go to another country, there are like certain things that the club has to meet in order to have you playing there. For example, it can't not be because the club invited you. That's the crazy part. It cannot be because like your family forced a move to go there. it has to be, for example, if you're under 18, you want to play like internationally in other places, it has to be because like, okay, you either are a refugee, you know, or you're doing like school there for a determined like amount of time, and then just happen that you got there and got invited, you know. So try and measure. It's like,
Why can't it be because a club invited you?
huh?
Why can't it be?
Because you're a minor.
Okay.
It can't be something forced. It can be like, okay, my family moved. Okay, yeah, your family moved because the club paid for everything for them to move.
That's not
You know what I mean? Let's suppose like, okay, you hear Rafa, and then like someone from your family like got a job in Spain, and then they have to move to Spain because of the job they have,
Right.
and then they take you because you're a minor and you have to stay with them,
Right.
and then you could have tryout for a team there, and then you stay.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to go around, but not gonna get into much details because it's kind of complicated. You know,
Yeah. But
it's not like a formula. There is like, okay, there's criterias.
yeah.
Okay, for example, if your country is border with this country, then you can go. Or your country is like, I think it's 40 miles away, then you can go.
What
know?
what is one thing that you would say most Americans don't know about wanting to go play internationally?
Wanted to go play internationally,
Yeah.
the level is way higher than you guys think. Way higher. Like, it's hard to say that, but it's miles.
Yeah, I mean,
Miles
talking about
miles ahead.
The 5th division in Spain is equivalent to the 2nd division here.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's crazy, bro. Like, you see guys like in retirement in Brazil coming here and balling out. Like,
But in terms of like more so in terms of like rules.
rules.
Like what's one thing that you learned from the course that you took, like
work visa stuff, you know, like stuff like
what?
That's an example.
If an American, let's say he's a top American player,
Okay.
right? But he's only an American citizen, and he wants to go play internationally in Europe. What is something that you learned in the course where you're like, oh, that they should know about that? That could either one way that they could play internationally, or something that would be an obstacle for them to be playing internationally.
Okay, like I say, if you go as a minor, like it's really difficult to go there. Like, okay, I already start a career right away. But then, like, let's say you go there when you are young, and then you get in a way to go through school there. You know, there's
So
one
school
thing
is like
on the rules that allows you to play there in that country. You know, like even though you are a minor. Train with the academy, even though, you know, like for example, let me see if I have the handbook here. Just so you guys have an idea of how the handbook looks like. Let me see if I actually have the questions here.
Oh, really?
I can read them, yeah, because Neta's like.
Ask me one. Quiz us.
I'm like,
Do one each.
that's the law, bro. That's FIFA laws.
Okay, you don't know FIFA?
No, bro. Have you ever studied
Bro, I thought you played FIFA.
the game, but not the laws? Like, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I think I could get something right.
Say again?
I think I could get something right. Ask me a question, and I'll get it right.
Okay, look.
Exactly.
That's okay. I'm gonna just read the question, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna tell you guys the right answer, the wrong answer. Anthony is an American professional football player who plays at Cáceres FC in Spain. His football agent, Casimiro, reminds Anthony to make the payment of the service fee agreed under the representation agreement they signed before Anthony was signed with this club. The service fee is $10,000, and Anthony, who does not have the amount in cash at the moment, offers Casimiro his car as payment of their service fee or to pay him by the end of the season. Are the alternatives payments offered valid for Anthony complete the payment?
No.
Question 1. Yes, because they are reasonable. No, because only the payment of the service fee agreed under the representation agreement can be accepted. Yes, as payments in kind can be accepted if the value equals or exceeds the value of the service fee. Or D, no, because Anthony cannot delay the payment of the service fee. What do you guys think?
B.
B? No.
No?
The correct answer is
D.
yes. The A. Yes,
A?
because they are reasonable, because it's the same amount of money or higher. As payments is kind that can be accepted if the value equals or exceeds the value of the service fee. So it's like the kind of question, okay, like Anthony, he does not have 10K to pay their service fee for the agent, which
But if
can
he
be...
gives up something equivalent to
Yeah.
it works.
They're like, try to imagine the test. You're like,
What?
Well, I would assume that is whatever you assigned on the contract is what. needs to be
right,
accepted.
but no. And then like that's what I say. Like it's in the handbook.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you gotta go through it, and you gotta
Find that.
understand like the clause, and then try to translate to this question. And you have like up to 2 minutes, around 2 minutes per.
Per question?
Yeah.
2
No,
minutes?
3 minutes. 3 minutes. Sorry.
3 minutes
Three?
per question?
Yeah, it's an hour test. 20 questions. Do the math. That's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
it's 3 minutes. Wow. Yeah.
So
What was your
try
score?
imagine 20 of those.
What was your score?
Huh?
Do you know your score? Like,
It'll show the score, but I think I got 18.
18?
Yeah.
So there's 18 that you're confident about and 2 that you're kind of like...
Yeah. I mean, like, let's say 14 I was confident about, and the rest was like, fuck, bro. Like,
what's failing? What's like the
like 15 below. Like, one guy that was with me, João. João, my boy, he's in
João.
Florida. He does the same thing, but for another company, you know? And he was with me, like, we both like studied so hard, and he failed. But then one of the questions was not like well written. So they granted him the question. He passed.
That's crazy.
And the whole experience was so cool. Like, try imagine that's how the test looks like, because it's not like, okay, you can schedule and you can take every time. Like it happens, if not wrong, 2 times a year. I think one is November and the other one in May.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's seasonal. Then try imagine you fucked up. Like I have to wait at least 6 months to take it.
Wow, yeah.
You know? And then at that point it was presential. So I had to fly to Chicago.
Oh.
But that was cool experience. I had to fly to Chicago. And that's funny. I had one guy that I played with in Brazil that he was living in Chicago and he got me a house there to stay. Yeah.
Nah, that's nice.
Yeah. Then you have to pay hotel, you know, like it was so nice.
connections?
Yeah, connections, bro. Then you walk into the place, it was like the lobby of a hotel, like full of people. Like I think like 300, 400 people to take the test. And you just like, yeah, somehow you're nervous, but at the same time, like, fuck, everyone is nervous too. So
Yeah.
like, just gonna
Calms you.
do my best. Like, if I pass, good. If I don't pass, that's learning.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
Yeah.
So you passed first time.
That's first time, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
How often you have to renew it?
You have to
six
every
months,
year.
I guess.
No. Every year, like you don't have to do the test again. That's good. But every year you have to take the courses they send to you. So like just to make sure like you are up to date with the rules, with everything that's happening, and as well there's a fee you have to pay every year. It's like $600.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's dope, bro.
FIFA, man. They're making money.
He's a beat by agent, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
dope.
almost there, bro. Like removing the guys, but like it's like I say, like, and I'm humble enough to say, like, I'm not big yet. I just got the license, you know. But it starts from somewhere. Same way that when I started with college, like, and no, not a year, like 2 years ago, like officially 2 years ago, people would laugh, like, bro, like, come on, like that shit is not gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna make any money with that. Like, there's already a lot of people doing it. It was like, yeah, there's a lot of people that they're not me, they're not doing as I'm gonna do, like with the connections I have, and just more about like trusting yourself. So it's just crazy. Like I lived through it, but it's like I'm living through it again. Right now, it's much harder. Right now, it's the pro environment. So the way I started was like I would help my friends, but you know, I wanted to talk with the big schools. I wanted to talk, like, for example, with UCI, for example. Remember, I sent one player through you. You remember that, you know? But that player, like in the beginning, was not even mine. So it was one player from one friend that was a bigger agent that I got that was trying to get him something. So that's how it started. So pretty much like in the pro level, it's pretty much the same thing. You got to be the middleman of the middleman until you are strong enough
To be the man.
to be the man. And it's all about like understanding the process, like knowing where you are in life, and things takes time. Like the whole process is cool, bro. Like try imagine how life would be like if everything that you want to be, you just do this and you are.
You get
That'd be
nothing
cool.
You won't, yeah.
Yeah, like try imagine, I want to be a pro
appreciate it.
player. Boom, okay, you're playing for Galaxy now. Now what? Oh fuck, I missed the whole journey. That's not how life is. You know?
I mean, shit, if I could snap my fingers.
Yeah, like it would be
yeah,
so boring. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, bro, right now.
You don't mind right now. Right now.
I've been through a journey,
right
bro.
now.
I've
Yeah,
been through
yeah.
a journey. I think my journey is a little too long now.
Let's get you started, bro.
Nah, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Sign the paperwork. Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, but okay, so because we're at where you're at right now. Okay, I think we didn't clear enough.
Right now.
Like,
Okay.
clarify enough what it is exactly
Okay.
that you're doing. So
Okay.
for people who are wondering, like, okay, what is your agency? Okay, we get it. You take players to go play college, but how does it work? What is like the full description of what you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little. When I first landed here in California to stay, and one guy that was my coach, his name is Flavio. He's the F of the FD Sports.
Okay.
Okay.
So we wanted to start together, but then he got a really good opportunity to start a soccer program in a college. I was like, bro, go. Like, you more into coach, I'm more into agency. Like, go, I'm gonna support the way I can. So we start bringing players to this college, helped him out, bring players to this college, and at the same time I was doing my thing. So it was FD. I just kept FD because I thought it was a cool name.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, all right, let me just keep that. So I'm the founder of FD Sports. You know, we have helped over 100 players just on the past year, timeline to get placed in college. You know, help international players, domestic players, players that are like really high level and are competing D1, players that just want to have a good experience and like keep playing. I have standards. I always say that it's not only about like, oh, you pay to be with me and you are like, no, it's about like Carter. It's about like your commitment because you're representing my name. When I say one player, I'm not saying only the player, I'm saying my name together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all about reputation. So yeah, well, pretty much I'm the bridge between, okay, you don't know where to go, like you live in high school or stuck in club and you're not gonna go pro, then I open doors for you in college where you can keep dreaming, and at the same time, if the connections, okay, like I can make it happen for you in the semi-pro, and eventually if you're performing, we can get you in the pro level.
Yeah.
But it has to come for, I'm not gonna do magic. The guys think like, oh my God, like sign with an agent, like then he's gonna get me like anywhere. It's not like that. It's about like you being prepared, you doing your part, and then I'm gonna complete the part that you're missing, the connection you don't have, or even the guidance that you don't have. For example, the guy that threw me in Kansas, he made his money, but then like you think I would refer him to someone?
Yeah, right.
Do you think I would?
He's losing out on a lot more.
Exactly, like the connection, like it's over there. And look how much he's losing now, like it's because of that. That's how crazy life is, and how crazy like things can turn around, So yeah, like I'm pretty much like to say I'm the bridge between like where you are and where you're gonna get, using like football, college to guarantee like those players are gonna have an education, gonna have a good time, good experience, and are gonna be surrounded by good people. I want to make sure they have a good experience because I just told you guys my story, and there's ups and downs.
Right.
I just want to make sure like that everyone I help, like they're truly gonna go to a good opportunity, gonna get the best out of it. All the header to don't help or say like, hey, here's your money back, then be like, okay, I'm gonna get you somewhere really good, and then the thing doesn't happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because things comes back to you.
Of course. Yeah. So are you the reason why there's so many Brazilians over here now?
That is, bro. The weather.
That's what he said.
Bro, there's so many, bro.
The weather.
Says.
Yeah, you if you guys go to Huntington right now, oh my God. But guys, it's so similar to Brazil. Like,
Right.
you have the beaches, you have the weather. Money wise, it's good.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to do like money, like here, makes money. And it's just like a dream. Like
Right.
when you're in Brazil.
No, I mean, I know why they're here. Like, it's amazing. But I was like, it's so funny because I feel like 1 year out of nowhere, I was like,
Surrounded by-
and there's a bunch of Brazilians. Holy shit. Nah, I mean, but that's funny, bro. But
I'll say the weather.
the weather.
The weather and the money.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Cali is beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like we're
We are
spoiled, bro.
You guys are, bro. Like, I've been everywhere here, like Kansas. No, that's not a standard, right? Kansas, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
New York, Jersey, Texas, and here. He was the best place.
Right.
Like, for many reasons. Like, the culture, like, people. Of course, there's, like, some Dutch bags here, too. But in general, people here are really nice. The weather is nice. I feel like just warm all the times, and you guys are just happy because of that, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. No, all right. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I want to emphasize the importance of networking, just because.
Bro, the importance.
Yeah, just because I coach high school, and I've had these kids like play club under like a Division II college coach, and they don't see like how of an opportunity it is for them to actually play at a D2 college level. And like, so whenever they talk to me about their coach, they're like, oh, he sucks. They only coach him Vanguard. Like, it's nothing. Like, I'm trying to play D1. Like, can you emphasize like?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a reality check before. Like, guys, you are not as good as you think you are. And there's like a billion of other people that are better than you, and have like better quality. They have maybe more money. They are just a better fit to the school. You think it's a dream. For sure, there is a school for you. You have to find the best fit. Doesn't matter if it's D1, D2, D3, JUCO, NIA. You can go to D1 and have the bad experience, and you can go D2 and have like an amazing experience. Like some of you guys would rather go D1 and be on the bench, paying like 30K a year, making like your parents pay 30K a year, then get your ass in D2 or NIA and get your minutes, get exposed, and get to the next level. Like, and I will tell you more. And you guys know, because like we both like work together at Zeta. There is a Grand Canyon distance between the D1 level and the pro. And we are talking about NISA. We're even talking about USL 1, USL Championship. There is a big gap between D1 and NISA. Not big gap, but there is a gap. You guys know, because you had in the team like guys that got drafted, right?
Yeah.
And they were playing NISA. And some guys, they think, okay, like I'm a D1 player, and then like I'll go to the draft, and then I'll get picked by the Galaxy, and then that's how easy life it is. Like, you see that meme, there's like, what's the name of that guy? Buzz Lightyear. And a bunch of other boxes like him. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'll go D1 and I'll be pro. I'll go D1 because I go, no, you're not, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, sometimes you are in your bubble, and you think that you are too good because you are in your own bubble. Some of those guys play in CNL, MLS, NEC. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. Before I go to the tour question. There's so many leagues here, like not talking bad about it, but ECNL, MLS next, MLS this, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes just a branding thing that people are making money over you.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel extra special, don't feel different from anyone else just because you're playing that. Like, that's a blast you play, but like try go out of state, play. Try go to Mexico to play. Honduras, Brazil. Like, I strongly recommend, like, when you're young, if you can afford, like, go to Spain, to England, like, do a 2 weeks like camp there, just to get yourself humble of how the level really is.
Right.
You know? And now coming back to network, it's like I said, like, you never know who's gonna open a door for you, bro. And like, sometimes you're gonna look down at people. Oh, like, I don't like that college, like, it's D2. Maybe that coach next year is gonna be in a D1, and because you are a cool guy and he reminds you, he's gonna bring you there. But because your ego doesn't let you see through it, maybe you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna have those connections, you know?
Yeah.
It's like those kind of things. Like, look, we work together, like, a year and a half ago. Like, you working UCI, you like the amazing like path, like doing the podcast and like growing your personal like branding, you know, coaching stuff, like doing the agents thing. Try imagine, like, because you guys brother, but try imagine you guys would not.
Right.
Try imagine you guys not bond with each other just because like we didn't have like a strong name back on the days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The opportunity we closed just because like, okay, you're not gonna network. And another thing, get your eyes at LinkedIn, guys. Like, it's extremely important. You know? Like, if you are a soccer player and you don't have a LinkedIn, you're missing out.
Big time. That's where they're at.
Big time. I would say like connection is the key. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
does not matter if you're the best player in your city and nobody sees you.
Right.
You know?
But it's also, I would add to it, is it's also like not you build connections, you build your network, but not with the intention of, this guy's gonna get me something later. It's with genuine connections.
Genuine connections. Like, it's not trying. It's like I say. Remember, it's not trying to just take.
Right, you're trying to give.
Giving before you
It's
receive.
like you sending out emails to these coaches is not solely so that you can have a spot to send players.
Yeah.
It's so that you can send them players that will actually benefit them and that they like and that they would be able to perform with. You're trying to send them the best quality for them.
Exactly.
So you're not just trying to sell something for yourself.
It's like, how can I say, like when you are in high school or like freshman year, like there's that girl in your class that like you're dating, or like you want to get to her, you want to attract her. You're not gonna go to her like, hey, yo, it's like it's a process. It's like dating, getting to know, like changing information. It's like the college recruiting, the same thing. Like, hey, like I'm Danilo, like, hey, coach, like, okay, you have a good program, like, okay, like, can I get to know more about your program? Like, okay, that's really nice, blah, 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 blah. And to the point, like, you're going to get recruited, Football, same thing. It's not like, okay, I'm going to call, like, this guy that, like, he played pickup with me 1 year ago and just be like, hey, bro, like, can you get me your team?
Yeah.
You're not going to do that.
To me, like, I've gotten messages of, like players being like, hey, can you connect me with Yossi? Or, hey, can you, and, like, guys that I've probably spoken to once.
Right?
Like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that? And I'm just like, bro, I don't know who you are.
And sometimes there are people that even like pass, like talk shit, or like they like never helps you anything. Are the people that are gonna ask you things. So it's like, bro, be a good person to everyone. Like, don't look like what they have. Like, okay, like I said, it's cool to be surrounded by people because they can help you. But at the same time, don't be surrounded just because of that. Try to add something to their lives. Try to add a connection to their lives. Like, okay, like we talking now. Like, it's an exchange. It has to be an exchange of information, of connections, of opportunities, And I see that besides networking, is knowing how to network. There's one book here, extremely recommends how to make friends, influence people. You guys read that one?
I've heard of it. Or something like that?
Yes. It's an amazing book.
I haven't read it, but
it's like how to connect with people, how to like just bring something to the table before you ask something.
You're right.
So I think it's more about that. And I wanted to ask you guys, like, how was growing up here?
Growing up here?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you can imagine.
Yeah. But like soccer-wise, like how it works, like tell me the
football-wise.
The pyramid of, like...
Yeah, bro, I mean, it's...
We started street soccer, then...
Street soccer?
Well, I think ours was kind of unique because the way where we lived, we had like it was like a laundromat, like cement.
Okay.
And then there's kids in the apartments that we all played soccer.
And
they're like
here in Irvine?
In
Costa
Mesa.
Costa Mesa.
Not that far. And we should just get together and just ball out. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Rafa was one of the younger guys. I was one of the olders. And it was crazy. But we played goalie sometimes and throw each other.
It's crazy. And it's all fun. It's not like...
all fun, yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm playing here because I'm going to play MLS now. Or like, playing for...
Nah, we didn't even know about that. We didn't even know about any like club or all that. Like, till like our friends started playing and we're like, what? Like, anyway, so like recreational. Like, we thought that was something cool. So we played for a bit. And then...
The typical... I would say for like just anybody growing up playing here is typically it's like you go and you play AYSO.
Okay, yeah, that's where we start. Okay,
right.
That's like
AYSO. You go and play rec, or you go play like Sunday league if you're Hispanic mostly.
We did both.
Yeah.
Oh, how you call it here? Talacha?
I don't know.
There's a
we call it Sunday league.
we call it Sunday, but there's a specific one. Because in Brazil we call Sunday league, but we call.
Huh? Oh, yeah. That's
Atalacha, right? That's how we call it? Yeah, Atalacha.
We never got paid.
But we, or Sunday League, AYSO typically, and then if you're fortunate enough, you go into club soccer because you have to play. Pay to play.
That's what I'm saying. Just to recap.
Yeah.
For me, when I had to pay to play, which is an American thing, was called Next Academy.
Of
Of
course.
I was like, fuck, like I'm paying to play, bro.
Yeah.
Like, here's a normal.
here it's
that
the-
makes sense.
But that's what discourages most players or most parents from having their kids play club is because they know they have to pay quite a bit of money.
Yes.
So that's why I say if you're fortunate enough, you get to play club soccer because you're either able to afford it or you get on scholarship. Typically, the better players are on scholarship, and they're typically sponsored by the club or they're sponsored by other people.
Right.
And then, so yeah, like I was fortunate enough to have a scholarship throughout my entire club
That's
career. But then my brother, who was the more unfortunate, it was like he was older, so he was navigating through it by himself.
Right.
Yeah.
So he didn't have.
He opened that paths for you, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So well, the door that opened for us, it was open for both of us. It was through our brother-in-law.
Okay.
And that was like he worked at a laundromat, and the president of the club would go there, and then they had talks, and then my brother-in-law mentioned us to him, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, like bring them, I'll connect them, blah blah blah." For my age group, there was a team already established. For my brother's age group, there wasn't.
Okay.
So it was just unfortunate because I was able to get on a team, my brother wasn't able to. So that was at least at that club, and then he went on tryouts.
How old are you?
I was 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really young then. Okay.
Yeah. So, but there's kids now who are in club soccer before even they're in they're like slammers has baby slammers, and they're like fucking 4 years old, 5 years old.
That's crazy.
Already
You
getting
guys,
built into the
you
club
guys
system.
making everything business, guys.
Yeah,
they kids, they 4
bro.
years old.
Literally.
Like, chill out.
But and then
That's what. Yeah.
so there's like that, and then yeah, you like you said, like there's just you get older, and now there's different leagues. Everything's just a business.
Do you guys think that the fact is so business here, your potential as
It's
a
never gonna-
country,
it's
that's
never
the
gonna
reason it's never gonna beat Europe, for example?
It's never going to meet the standards of or the quality of other countries.
Even like the culture itself, like the kids are too comfortable. They have other things, other sports that they play. You know, it's not like
It's never gonna be there unless it's
not there.
I don't ever see the U.S. soccer not being a business. Like I don't ever see it not being a business.
Even with the MLS is a business. That's why they're not doing
And
that.
the thing is, like, this mentality is expanding the world. Like, the word itself, it's like, the word itself is capitalist. And, like, just, okay. And what was the insight to talk from Europe? Have you been out of the country? No?
yeah,
I've been in Mexico, but not like.
Okay. What was the insight you got from Spain from Mexico?
in Spain, I mean, is like we spoke about it in our podcast together. So I won't go into too much detail, but it's just a different level of passion, and soccer is ingrained in their culture. It's part of who they are. So it's like if they're playing, even if they don't like players there, like kids there, even if they don't, and the parents who are supporting them, even though if they don't want to do anything with football later in life, like they don't want to go play pro, whatever it is, maybe they don't want to do that. If they're playing it though, and it's part of their culture to play it with passion and to play
That's the thing.
with heart. Here, there's so many players who are just playing because their mom wants them or their parents want them to play a sport.
It's like they're being obligated to do it.
Exactly. So here, it's more of like more so like being forced to play than I think there's more of that here than there is over
You
there.
think here is more like, okay, my parent, he wants me to play or just something.
I just need to go play a sport.
Or just need a break from me during this time
Yeah,
to this
exactly.
time,
Yeah.
right? That's how I feel. Like
Especially with
the
the
summer
youngers.
camps, for example.
Yeah.
The
They
parents
just
like
need-
drop the kid like
they
the whole
need a
day
daycare.
there, like
Literally what it is,
daycare,
yeah.
cheaper than daycare, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what it is, and part of them is they're getting exercise. They're running out of they're like
Energy,
losing their
Right.
they're running out their energy and all that stuff. So it is a lot more like it's that here, bro. And over there is just like I was telling my brother examples of like how like little like subtle like examples of passion that you don't really see over here.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure there's people listening who live in a different state or something that is like, oh, you see that here all the time, whatever. I'm referring to like Southern California, you know, the youth club teams and players that I see here is like, it's very rare that you see a kid
Wanting to.
or you see a team walking into the field and they're like,
That's right.
like, you know, and then when they're there and they're defending, they pull their shorts up and they get low and they're like here and then they win a
Grab
tackle
it.
and they get excited.
So
Like,
insane.
you hardly see that here.
You don't see that.
No,
He's like, oh my God, you heard me? Do you know who I am?
Yeah. So it's that. I mean, the thing is though, there's certain parts, and that's what I'm saying. Like here in California, I mean, although it's a very, wealthy area, there are areas that are full of poverty, and in those areas you do see a lot of talent.
Because you go watch a game, for example. I love watching Santa Ana College.
Yeah,
Exactly. Oh, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much talent in a lot of areas in Southern California that don't go anywhere because of the lack of guidance, the lack of resources, the lack of knowledge, education. Like there's so many players that we grew up with who were like, dude, you guys they're such talented players, but they end up not making anything out of it because they got into the wrong things. They just went straight into work because they needed to help support their families. They just didn't see how they could possibly make a future out of it, so they stopped playing. I think that's so common over here,
Right.
with players who just don't come from wealthy families.
Yes.
The wealthier
Yes.
families are more well connected.
Yes.
They're more able to give their kids opportunities because money.
Yeah,
gives
they pay
opportunities.
they there, right? You pay
Exactly.
there. Money open doors. Like that's
sure.
It's hard to say, but that's true. Like there's people, and you guys don't even imagine. There's like players who are playing professional football today. Of course, because all the hard work they put in, but also because the money that was invested. Like it's like I was saying, like how I would compete with like some college players, for example, just my case, but not an excuse. Like how one guy competes with the others when like you're training, but you're also training, studying, working, have to commute, and then you have guys like, okay, mom and dad like drop you out at college, then or like pay for everything at college and give you like a American Express to expand like whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
it's
money
so many
always
factors that go into it, bro. It's not just quality and talent.
Yeah.
There's so many factors that go into things, and it's like connections is a big one, but it's also like like you're saying, there's other life factors that go into it.
Yeah.
Like, do you have money to fuel yourself that day? Are you able to feed yourself that day to be able to be energized for the next day and be able to perform that next day? It's like
you're gonna sleep like calm enough to have a quality sleep and wake up and go train, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like there is a lot of that. There's players who aren't able to make it because, like I said, they need to go work.
Right.
To be able to provide for themselves and families. You know? So
and go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this is like a sacrifice because like even like the kids that we're trying to push like in high school, they don't know like if you want to play like college or professional, like you have to go all in at that age. That has to be the age to commit.
People don't even know what to do. Like I see some guys that don't some guys you guys don't know like where you guys stand at, where like we have to do. For example, if you are like try to picture you like at junior year in high school right now, like if you had an agent, if you had someone that guides you through, where do you think it would be today?
If I had somebody that was guiding me, I think I would.
Like, hey, Rafa, like, so junior year, like, yo, we're going to give you one example of what you guys should be doing right now, you know? And you tell me if you guys did or not. Like, have your highlights up to date every time, like, once you, like, okay, you play, like, 4 or 5 games. Okay, make your new highlights, bro. Like, have your highlights, keep your grades up, like, at least a 3.0. Come on, guys, like, at least a 3.0.
Yeah.
3.5, like, is going to get you, like GPA is gonna give you more money than in the football you play.
Yeah.
And that's fact. Like some schools they cost like 80K, you're gonna get like 60K academics and the rest is like out of pocket or athletic. You know? Like having your best full game, like having everything lined up, like your minute, you know, like the things you do, and also like networking. So it starts early. Yeah. Like for internationals it's even harder.
Yeah.
Because just so you guys have an idea, gotta have the video. You gotta prepare for the English test, which is called TOEFL or Duolingo. You know the Duolingo? Duolingo. The full matches, which are hard to get recorded depending on where you come from,
Right.
and also like knowing the right connections. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, and I'll see you guys like maybe 5-6 years ago. How many of those things you guys headline
like
about highlights about
majority of what I did was all by myself.
by yourself.
Like I did by myself. I didn't really have a highlight video because I didn't have film. My games weren't really filmed. I had like clips and stuff, but it wasn't good enough for like a video. I made a CV because I knew I had to make a CV.
Right, CV is another important thing.
Yeah, and
coaches.
then I emailed a bunch of coaches since my freshman year of high school, even though I knew I didn't know that they.
Since freshman year. Since freshman.
That's where you need to start.
You see?
I wish I could. If I could find those, that would be so.
Emails?
The emails.
No, emails. I have them. I know. I've seen. I look back at them. But if I could find the, I literally made I wrote down on paper, like my top schools that I wanted to go to, and my number one was Stanford, just because it was such a big name. But now looking back, I'm like, why would I want to go?
Well, to go there,
Like, play.
But yeah, like, and I made and I remember my number one rule was it has to be D1.
It has to
like
be
I
D1.
have to go D1, and
You got a good deal yourself.
yeah.
But like now you see where this mentality could have taken you.
For sure.
Yeah.
But my thing is if I would have had someone guiding me and mentoring me, I maybe would have had more options. I maybe would have had more options where I pick a different one in my career. Football's so different. It's so unpredictable. You can't really say if I would have gone here, this would have happened. Like you don't know.
Yes.
So, but I think I got a good deal. Like I can't complain about what I got. But it is the only offer I got solely because it's the very first offer I got and took right away.
Right.
So
you couldn't wish for anything else, bro.
You're
blessed.
Junior year in high
going
school.
into junior year of high school.
Offered.
So in the summer of the end of my sophomore year, in the summer, I was approached by UC Irvine, and then
Was he Aussie already?
Yeah, and I committed to them going into my junior year, I verbally committed going into my junior year, and then committed officially in my junior year of high school.
How was it? He saw you playing, or you went for trial?
They saw me playing at a showcase, and then I think from there they saw me multiple times after. So it was through a showcase.
You went showcase, I don't know, was it paid or not?
It was through the club team that I was playing.
Right. So try me. Some guys they're like, okay, I'm not going to the IT camp, and I'm not gonna pay for the showcase. I'm gonna pay for the trial because I'm too good. Like if the coach wants me, you see how you can get exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the people you can know there.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, maybe you get to know someone with this mentality that we have right now. And you're kind of like, hey, bro, what you're doing is not the right thing. Go through this way. Mm-hmm. So no, that's cool, bro.
Yeah. So I was very fortunate with my situation for sure. But I also set myself up to be, and that's what we're talking about. Our whole program that we're our mentorship, college prep mentorship program that we're doing now is to kind of do that with players. Is that make them the most appealing player possible by the time they're a senior in high school. So that was my whole thing without actually really thinking about it, is that I was trying to be the most appealing player to colleges. So I had straight A's all of high school, and I took AP and honors classes. So I ended with a 4.3 GPA.
Oh, wow.
Solely because I knew, I had straight A's all in middle school as well. Like I was I was super competitive. And to the point that I wanted to be the best in the class, so I would always strive to be the top.
It's mentality,
top
bro.
It is a mentality, bro. Yeah.
But then when I got into high school, it was also it was part of that, but also I was starting to think, okay, college is probably an option for me. It's obvious that you go into college, you need to have good grades, and then I was like, okay, so then let me just keep my grades up.
Keep even more serious, right?
Yeah, but I took AP classes, honors classes, because I was highly recommended by teachers to take them, just solely because I was at the level to do it, but also because I wanted to be the best at the top of the class. So that's when I started doing that, and then I was also training super hard on my own, on top of the team trainings and stuff like that, because I wanted to be the best player I could possibly be.
Right.
So I set myself up to be the most appealing player I could possibly be by the time I'm,
by the time you're ready to make the transition and be like the.
Right. But my goal was not I would say I was doing all this, but still my mindset was I want to go play pro.
Yeah, look, I always say that. I was like, hey, I tell that to my players and to their parents, bro, I know you're here to play.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, let's play a serious game. Like, let's
Right.
be transparent. I know you're here to play, but school is freaking important.
Right. No, for sure. And for me, it was like, okay, I might not even do anything with my degree, but like,
I have one.
yeah. And it's also like, I just knew that college is a pathway to go play professionally as well. Again, I'm navigating this all by myself, so I have no clue how I'm gonna go play pro. I'm just saying that this could be a pathway for me to go after high school to go play pro. The thing is, the high school that we were playing at too, that we grew up in.
Which one was it?
Estancia High School.
Estancia.
There weren't very many players going and playing college soccer.
Really? So it was like
there's
a not known
nobody.
thing.
Like I had no,
The coach rarely even spoke about college.
There's-
As a Costa Mesa is not a region that, I mean, you had Vanguard close by, but
Yeah.
even that was NAIA.
That was
like,
NAIA back then.
like it was like OCC maybe, like people were going JUCOs maybe, but like no one was really like there was no reference for me to be like, oh, he did that, like I want to do that. Like no, there wasn't any.
it's
of
just
that.
like he ends here.
It was
right?
Yeah, exactly. But for me, it was more of like, no, I want to. Dude, like it was to the point I didn't even know I didn't know UCI existed while I was in high school. Like I had no clue that UCI was a.
So UCI is half
Until
of
they-
Irvine.
Until they approached me, and then I visited, and I'm like, wow, the campus is crazy, the field is crazy, the facilities are crazy, the coach
Like
is
Dreamland, huh?
the coach is crazy.
It's like
Yeah.
a dream like that true,
Yeah.
like right here.
And I'm like, wow, and it's here, like, and I was like,
It was a
damn.
good deal, bro.
No, 100%.
Oh my
like,
god, like that was the best who could have happened.
And listen, I would say I was a good deal for them as well.
Oh, of
because I
course.
was free.
Yeah,
I had a 4.3
in-state,
GPA,
right?
in-state. I also had
4.3.
4.3, and
That is crazy.
on top of that, I qualified for a bunch of other scholarships, like school grants and stuff that they.
So
gave to
the
me.
athletic scholarship was just a cherry on the top, right?
Exactly. The athletic scholarship was honestly money in my pocket.
You remember what I said? The academics.
The academics, no, 100%. And that's what we try to emphasize to our players as well. And that's the thing. That's what we're working on, is trying to be create the most appealing player possible, depending on the player's profile. Depending on your profile, depending on where you're at right now, we're trying to make you the most appealing player by the time your colleges are looking at you.
Right.
And with that, through our connections, through now hopefully being able to partner with you and create something there,
bro.
we can help hundreds and thousands of players get to a great
Impact lives,
opportunity.
bro.
100%.
I think we covered a lot of.
We might need to have you back for another one, bro.
Shit.
But no, just
That
I would
was
say-
fun. They're like two different perspectives.
Yeah. But I would say keep a lookout for what we got going on, because we're definitely gonna be working together.
No, of course. We gotta do that showcase, bro.
Oh yeah, we will.
That would be cool. Like some guys from Brazil playing. You know, it's gonna be a good exchange experience. Let's say
Yeah,
we're
bro.
both.
Keep a lookout. There's some crazy shit gonna happen.
With that all FD Sports. Hey, today. Is it like this?
Yeah, so
There we go.
this guy right here created.
You did?
Do you have anything, Danilo?
No, this was awesome.
Danilo, thanks
Ah,
for
bro,
coming
thank
on,
you
bro.
guys. That was
Yeah.
great.
You have plug your Instagram.
Oh yeah, my socials Dan.Camilo for my personal one, and FD Sports. Just go FD Sports is a black, red, white logo. Okay. We also have FDSportsUSA.com.
Alright.
If you need help with college or just wanna, just talk, bro. I'm there. Like it's people think like, okay, he's an Asian, like he's gonna be a serious guy. Like I'm this what you guys see right now.
Yeah.
To be very honest, I'm one of you guys.
He's a genuine guy.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can follow us on Without a Doubt _athletics. You can follow me at Rafael Espinoza.x, and
Miguel Espinoza.x.
dude.
There you go.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time.